a man you all know and love, Assemblyman Lou Poppin and his wife Irene. Mr. Poppin, there he is. Mr. Poppin, of course, is one of Greek TV's greatest friends, moral supporters, and one of its substantial financial contributors. In fact, when Dimitri hasn't asked him for any money for a while, he calls him up and says, "How come you're not asking me for any money?"
Yeah, right.
So you've got a person like that who asks you to ask him for money. That's a real supporter. Hasn't happened to me lately. Perhaps not to you either. Next, the honorary chairman of Greek TV, a man who's supported Greek TV since 1982. Last year authored and presented on Greek TV the educational series The Glory of Hellenism, a considerable Greek historian in addition to all his other well-known accomplishments, retired Senator Nick Petras. Senator. Next, the founder of Greek TV, Mr. Louis Vitalis and his family. Mr. Vitalis. Former San Francisco supervisor, Mr. Peter Tamaras. Mr. Tamaras. Now, I think it's worth saying a few words about Greek television. I know we've all seen it, and the reason we're here tonight is because we value it. I'm in the television business myself. I work with a pretty good outfit, I think, Channel 2 News. We do. Thank you. Thank you. We cover the local community to the best of our ability. And everybody on the show, on the 10 o'clock news, grew up here. So when we say Danville, we know where it is. And I think it makes a difference. We know professionalism when we see it. And I have seen Greek TV. I know they're operating on a short budget, inevitably for any television that serves a smaller community than the larger community that we serve. But you can see professionalism. You know professionalism when you see it. You know when real effort and real artistry has gone into a piece of work. There are lots of ethnic programs, heaven knows, on cable TV and elsewhere that don't have the class and the polish and the panache that Greek TV has. I say this as one who knows because I work in the business. When I look at Greek TV, I think it's good. And that, of course, is not an accident. As you will know, as we mentioned some of the people who are responsible for Greek TV, I guess one of the major influences behind the way Greek TV looks, the way it is, the kind of polish that I talked about, is the man I'm going to mention now. He is the editor and artistic director of the show, and I think if you've seen it, you know, artistic indeed it is. He's responsible for the improvement of the program. If you've watched it come along in recent years, I think the past 4 years particularly, watch it look better, sound better. This is the man who's really responsible for the look and the sound of the show, the stylization of the show, I guess you'd put it. He is quite a man. He is a composer of music, a teacher, an electronics genius. Last year he was awarded with a proclamation from the state of California for his accomplishments. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen Robert Crumb comics, but there's a character in Robert Crumb comics called Mr. Natural. And people believe that the man I'm going to introduce here copied himself after the comic book. Actually, it is a fact that Robert Crumb copied the character off of this man. The man came first, and then the comic book. Please welcome Mr. Natural. But everybody involved in it quite clearly is knocking himself out, not to get rich, but to make great television and to help a community feel that it is a community. I'd like to introduce the assistant producer and videographer, William McDonald. Is he here? William. The sports editor, Aliyah Sickness. Anyway, nice man. Whether I pronounce his name or not, he's a marvelous man. Our news announcers, who are both beautiful and talented ladies. The lady who delivers the news in Greek, a very talented artist, a painter, and illustrator. Mika Maheras. Mika. There she is. We're back. Mika. And the news in English is delivered by another very talented lady who is a singer, a dancer, and many other quite marvelous things, a talented woman, Margaret Bazayades. Margaret Bazayades. Voice talent for the show, an assistant editor, Lynn Van. Lynn, where are you? I expect some proper applause for all these people, I want you to know. Because most of them knock themselves out, doing a great job. For no money, or not very much. And they all deserve our recognition. Second assistant editor, Elizabeth Ann Kirchner. Let's hear it for her. I think when you look at what makes a community really, it's not just a bunch of people who came from the same place, or who have similar last names, or who share something 2 or 3 generations ago. What makes it a community usually is a few special people who have vision, who care about having a community, and who go beyond everyday daily affairs, the things that we all have to do, work and family and all the rest of it, and somehow find time and energy to go beyond those things and do something special for the community. There's nobody who meets that description better than the man behind Greek TV, a charming man, a gentleman, a great guy, a brilliant man, Dimitri Karapanos. Let's have Dimitri.
Just a few words in Greek. Αγαπητοί φίλοι, σας ευχαριστώ για την παρουσία σας εδώ απόψε. Με την παρουσία σας αυτή επιβραβεύεται αυτό που προσπαθούμε να κάνουμε για 17 χρόνια. Είναι μια ψήφος εμπιστοσύνης την οποία δεχόμαστε με πολλή εκτίμηση και όση ταπεινότητα μπορούμε. Το πρόγραμμά μας προχωρεί, ποιοτικά ανεβαίνει και τα σχέδια μας για το μέλλον, όπως σας τα ανέφερα και πέρυσι, είναι να μπορέσουμε να μπούμε στην αγορά του Λος Άντζελες. Ήδη έχουμε κάνει μερικά πολύ θετικά βήματα και χάρη στη βοήθεια ενός πολύ καλού φίλου του Greek TV και προσωπικού φίλου του κυρίου Σταύρου Παλόπουλου. Steve, I would like to recognize you. Thank you for all your help. Είμαστε σχεδόν έτοιμοι να μπούμε στο Los Angeles.